I thought I'd get the bounty if I killed myself. I took myself out.
There's a Fleeca franchise on the Western Highway near Chumash. Take us there. Word of warning, we're on the job right now, so
What do you
don't
mean by
let the
fucking
cops
the wrong
notice
people?
you.
What? The
If
people
they
that don't
come
ever
after
fucking
us,
do
we
nothing
call it
else
off.
besides play
Friend, I suppose you want to know how we're doing this. Well, funny you should ask. We're driving out to the bank, taking a look at it, picking up some equipment, and then heading back to make our plans. Not very complex at all. We're not going in, we're not poking it with a stick. We're just sitting back,
Well, I also know that there's a
taking
dude
look.
around in a
You
fucking
see,
vehicle with
I
a
like
gun
my
on it,
scores, like I like my dates. Across the street and unaware they're being watched. Alright, so why this bank over all the other banks in the state? Why does fortune favor this one? Another good question. Excuse me! Full of good questions. You're like a child whose parents think it's clever, or the IRS. Ugh. Well, this bank's got some safety deposit boxes, and in one of those safety deposit boxes are some bonds being hidden from the tax man that no one's gonna report missing. All starting to make sense. Security should be light, well, relatively light. Light if your daydreams are raids on the Union... Shit! If your daydreams are raids on the Union Depository. Quite heavy if your day job is turning over liquor stores and gas stations. And the bonds in the box will be worth more than a few rumpled notes from a till, so the minor escalation is worth it, if you can handle it. Plus, you know, the sea view, nothing like staring at the ocean while you contemplate money and power, incarceration and homicide, you know, all those weighty issues surrounding your first foray into serious armed robbery. I'm assuming you're kind of a cerebral crew, because otherwise this whole
kill me,
not
motherfucker,
talking
and there's
deal
a
just kind
bounty
of
on
puts
me.
you
I'll
on the
put a
spectrum,
bounty
right?
on you, bitch.
Okay, well, how about we just get there and see where we're at?
And now y'all can have fun trying to kill him for a little while. And now I got passive mode on.
Enough of this peeper crap. Let's go to the garment factory. Now, when you hit the bank, you're gonna need to hack into its security system. I've written a neat little program that'll do most of the work for you, but it's probably a good idea
Where you at, Adam?
familiarize yourselves with it. You, in the passenger seat. I've sent it to your phone. Take it for a dry run,
you in
keep
one
your
right now?
hands steady, and maybe the wet run won't be a disaster.
Hey, it's been a while. Definitely been a while. I'm gonna go steal some meth.
I'm calling Paige. She's my assistant. First she's gonna get us what we need, then she's gonna saw me in half. No? Didn't like that one? You don't make it easy. Paige, it's Lester. The place looked good. Nothing we weren't expecting. Can you get the intel together? Hard copies to go on a notice board. Yeah, plus all the equipment we spoke about. I'll be over to collect it with, those people. Yeah. Charming as ever. Okay, see you soon. Hey, passenger seat. Did you get into their network? Good work. She's loading the hardware into the back of a truck. tools for the job, things for you to wear. On a job, your attire will depend on the role you're performing. As a job gets more complicated, so will the uniforms. If you're likely to be seen by civilians, you'll be provided with a couple of masks. Then when you go into the bank, you can choose one that goes with your eyes. And hey, there's the added bonus of none of your favorite comic convention outfits being linked to a major crime. Whoop-de-doo. Where were we? Masks. Paige. Oh yeah, we'll go over there, pick her up, and go back to your place to plan this thing. I can talk you through the planning board later. That might be helped by a visual aid. The rest is pretty... There's Paige. We're leaving this car, taking the truck.
Hey.
Fascists! Oh, shit. Come on, back to your place. Is it all there?
I think so. You want to get out and check, go down the inventory, or are you happy sitting there making a perfect butt imprint in your easy wipe seat?
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you. It should all be there. The clothes, guns, headsets, hold-alls, masks, the drill, the files with all the photos and surveillance work. Hey, there's enough here to make us all look real suspicious. Nice little conspiracy to commit robbery charge waiting to happen.
What, they're gonna charge us with thought crime?
Not so much thought as everything but the deed crime. We'd be caught with our pants down and a hard-on out to here.
Well,
Hello?
We're not getting caught. These are professionals.
Hello.
So I hear. The cheapest professionals money can buy.
I like to think of it as investing in new talent. And until you and me start playing low-rent Bonnie and Clyde, that's the way it's gotta be. She didn't mean anything by that, by the
I'll
way.
be right back, Adam.
She's just a little brusque.
If they were offended, they would have said something.
I was offended, bitch.
You gotta do that?
Yes, we did.
Now, Paige, we'll set up a board for you, won't you, Paige?
I'd let you do it if you could reach. I mean, I didn't see any milk crates for you to stand on.
Mm-hmm. The most important thing to look for in an employee is respect. You can't get anything done without respect. Where was I? Oh, yes, the room. Paige is setting up this board on which you will plan your scores. You'll use it to set out all the prep work you need to do, select your crew, figure out how the take from a score should be split up. So you need a crew to take a score. But only one person can be in charge. Respect. Hmm? Isn't that right, Paige?
Blow me.
All right. You're only gonna need one thing for this job. It's a high-speed armored car. Now, instead of getting one legitimately and leaving a nice long paper trail to your front door, you're gonna be jacking one from a nasty Korean crew and leaving a nice long paper trail to their door instead.
This is good to go.
Hey, here's your board. Good. And when you're ready to move on the car, go over it, study the plan, tick it off the list. You must be methodical. This isn't just a dumb crime. Oh, there is an element of that, huh? Oh. And when you've got the car, we'll come back here and talk bank jobs. Bank jobs. moves. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, the car. Okay. You're on the way to Del Perro. A Koreatown stick-up crew's been using a parking lot as a base for scores. They're into extortion, credit fraud, stolen cars, and some, major robberies. I'd expect them to be packing, and I'd expect them to be paranoid. Never think of it, you won't find a bulletproof car in the hands of anyone who doesn't have a healthy dose of paranoia. So be careful.
There.
Remember,
What up?
you can do this however you like, as
I'm gonna
long
hop off
as
here
you're
in just a few
careful.
minutes.
If you're not
Like long
careful,
enough to
they'll
eat.
clock you, and then you won't
And
get
I'll
any
put you back
choice
on.
how this is going down. They're meant to be on the top level of this garage on the north side. So, I see two ways of doing it. You go up the north ramps and hit them hard and quick, or you go up the south ramps, get in position, and try to get the drop on them from cover. You can do it however you like, as long as you get it done. And oh yeah, we don't want anyone looking for you, so put on masks before saying hi. Drop any cops or gangsters or whoever you've got coming after you and bring it to my garment factory. And try not to damage the car too much. You can't rob a bank in a wrecked car. If you think you can get away from the cops in a wrecked car, then go ahead. Trash it, sure.
Okay, I'll look after this. Lester will come by your place when you're ready to go.
I'm back. I'm gonna finish this episode. Guys, like harassing this guy. Fucking Impractical Jokers. Dude, did you know what's his face from Impractical Jokers? Q has a podcast with some of the guys from Comic Book Men. He has a podcast with them. Wow. Yeah, and I've already seen this one kind of. I was just wanting to finish watching that one because all the parts I couldn't remember, but the punishment I remember. They have Q dressed up like a clown. Swear that one I watched last night was terrible. They made fucking Sal. He had to piss himself, like literally piss himself in front of people. That's funny. Like, cause you know how they had that one where one of them pissed themselves, but it was a thing that was connected to them that made them do that. It wasn't actually them actually peeing themselves. Yeah. I guess they gave him like a bunch of water and shit and had him drink a bunch. So he had to go to the bathroom and get out of that challenge. That's what he had to, like, to finish it, that's what he had to do. Shit was fucking funny. Like, they were doing this thing where they gotta find all these clues to get out of the room. And there was like a bunch of people in there with him. And yeah, he got like by one of the corners and shit, and just starts pissing himself after a little bit. And then Joe and them were like, okay, we'll go try to hug somebody now like that. He kept trying to like go help and shit, like help him with the clues and. That's probably one of